welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty Christmas centerpiece using a plastic spiderweb bowl from Dollar Tree. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so let's get started with this. First off, I have this spiderweb basket bowl type thing. I got this from Dollar General, but I think every store in existence has their own version of this candy dish bowl, whatever you want to call it. I've seen them at Dollar Tree. Like I said, this one came from Dollar General, Walmart, pretty much every place has these. This is a small glass plate. I got this from Dollar Tree. Walmart also has those. And I don't know at this exact moment how much mesh this is going to use. So I have 3 rolls of this red mesh. I also have 2 bouquets each from Dollar Tree of these white and silver poinsettias and this silver and green holly bouquet. I've got a bunch of pipe cleaners. I got my scissors. I have this can of Color Master Metallic Brilliant Silver Spray Paint from Krylon. I adore Krylon paint. I've used them for many years. Never had any issues with them. So I'm going to use that. I also have some E6000 over here. And I think we are ready to get started. So first off, let me take the tag off. What we're going to do is, just like I do with all of my wreaths and such, I'm going to struggle to get my mesh open. You would think I should have done this before I started the video, and I usually do. Oh, Lord. Aha! I won. I'm just going to trim the end off because it looks a little raggedy. But like I do with all of my mesh wreaths, a lot of my mesh wreaths, not all of them, I'm going to be making little bundles using 3 pieces of mesh and half of a pipe cleaner. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner, cut it in half, take that half, and fold it in half to make a little V, and lay that down. And now, because my flowers are white and the berries are silver, all of the mesh that I'm going to put on here is going to be red. Because y'all know that my Christmas colors are white and red, and then silver or gold. As far as the metallic colors, it doesn't really matter much to me. But what I'm doing here is I'm taking the short end of my mesh and I'm just going to roll it over on itself to make a little tube. And then I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to cut 3 of those. Oh my gosh, there are shells and glitter everywhere from those darn ornaments I made the other day. I'm going to cut 3 pieces just like that. Just roll them over on each other to make a little tube. And now we're going to roll it into a tube and hold it between your fingers. Roll this one into a tube and hold it between your fingers. And then roll the 3rd piece into a tube and hold that between your fingers. I'm not going to put any ribbon in with this like I do on my wreaths. No ribbon, because there's going to be plenty of berries and flowers and everything, and I don't want ribbons on this. Now take your little V that you made with your pipe cleaner and just put everything into that V, just like that. Try to get everything centered. Then just give it a good twist or 2, or 3, or 4 or 5. Now on this, I'm going to turn the bowl so it's upside down like this, curving this way. And I'm going to start attaching these. I'm not going to attach on the main one here. I'm going to start on this next one. And just like we do with wreaths, I'm just going to wrap the pipe cleaners around that like that. Flip the bowl over and give it a good twist. The good thing about this bowl is you're not going to be able to see any of the pipe cleaners on the underside of it. But I'm going to trim them off short and just kind of bend it down a little bit. There we go. Now I'm just going to continue to make these little bundles. And I'm just going to go all the way around on that one row like that I started on. I don't know how many I'm going to put. I'm going to assume, I want to say probably 3 clusters on this row here per little web section. I think that's going to look okay. And then I might skip 2 of these and then go up to the 3rd one and attach some more. And I'll just keep going that way, rearranging things and seeing about how full it will look. And of course, I'm going to show you all that when I come back. Now this plate, I'm going to wipe it clean with some acetone or rubbing alcohol the back side of the plate. And I'm going to take it outside right quick, and I'm going to spray it with probably 2 coats of this spray paint so that when we flip the plate over, the paint will show through, but you won't be able to scratch it off. Okay, so I'm going to work on this, and we'll do this, and then I'll come back and we'll see what we got. Okay, so here is my plate, and the whole back side of it I painted silver, and I wanted this to be very durable to make sure that the paint was not going to scratch off. And sometimes I spray things with like a clear sealant, sometimes if it's going to get banged around and used. And this mesh on the thingy that I made over here is kind of scratchy. And I tested it. I set the plate down on it, and I noticed the mesh had put tiny little scratches in the paint. So I wanted to go back and put a clear coat over it just to help protect it. And all I did was I just painted on a layer of this gloss Mod Podge. It is almost dry. By just sticking here. But yeah, it's almost dry. Just this tad little bit here is still wet. So I'm going to set this off to the side and let it finish drying. And now, here is, oh Lord, I'm dropping things. Here is our little Spiderweb bowl. I use 4 rolls of mesh, 4 entire rolls. And I have 4 bundles per section. And because this mesh really puffed up once I started getting, you know, all of my bundles on, I'm not going to put any more on any of these other little pieces here. I'm just going to put 1 row, 4 on each section. Because as you can see, yeah, this is kind of fluffy, but once you put the plate on it, and this plate has some weight, once you put the plate on it, this mesh is going to kind of start to come around, and it's going to cover a lot more than what it is right now. And now, a word about the silver plate. Yes, Dollar Tree does sell these little silver plates over in, I guess you could say, like the catering section where they have like the plastic cups and the cutlery and stuff like that. But those are, I don't like them. I think they're kind of flimsy. They're kind of flimsy looking, and they're not very heavy. And I wanted something to have some weight here to be able to support, you know, a candle. So that's why I chose that nice heavy glass plate. So let's set this off to the side. And now I'm going to go in with some of these little silver balls, silver berry ball looking things. And I'm just going to clip one off. Excuse me. And let's see, I might clip a little bit more off. I think the way I'm going to attach this is I'm just going to put a blob of glue in there and then just kind of nestle it down amongst the mesh just like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to see if my glue, oh yes, my glue gun is hot. Okay, I'm just going to stick it down in there just like that. There we go. Alrighty, now let's find us a poinsettia. My grandma used to call them poinsettias. I call them poinsettias. However you want to say it. I don't care. Alright. Now let's go over here. Yep. That'll be just fine with me. And I have so many of these flowers and so many of the berries. I can really fill this up and really, you know, get some color contrast in here. So you know that it's not all red. I still want the red to show through, but you know, I want a lot of these flowers to come through as well. So there's that. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue around gluing in the berries and the flowers. I don't know how I want them spaced yet. I might space some more a little bit further apart. I don't know. I'll work on that. And by the time I get done, the Mod Podge should be fully dried, and then I will pause the video right now and come back one more time to show you what it looks like finished and to glue the plate on the top. So hang on just a second. Okay, now I know that this is going to be a little hard to see on camera because of the angle, and I really do apologize. But this is what I have so far on here, and of course you saw this at the very beginning of the video, so I'm not too worried about it. But this is what I have so far. All I did is I took the flowers and the holly and went all the way around it, and then I wanted something a little more silver in here. And I had these package of miniature ornaments that comes from the Dollar Tree. You probably saw these in my last Shop With Me haul. And they come 16 in a pack for $1. And there's some glitter ones, matte, and then these real shiny ones. And all I did, I wanted to attach a few of them to this. I just took a pipe cleaner. I ran it through the ornament like that, and then just I'm going to just pick, right here. Pick a section that I want to put it on. Run the ends of the pipe cleaner down amongst the mesh. And then just wrap it around the spiderweb framework that we have underneath all this stuff. That looks better. I really like that. I like the little hidden ornaments. So I'll go all the way around with that. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. Now with the plate, my Mod Podge has still not completely set up, but all I'm going to do with this plate is I'm going to take some of this E6000 and I'm going to put some right along here, and then I will just gently nestle my plate down into the center of all of that. And let me get my candle here. I'm going to set this candle on top of it. This candle, I showed you how to make it in a previous video. I will link to it right up here, and I'll pin a comment with the link. So I'll have that sitting on the plate, and there you go. Something really pretty for fairly cheap. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media. I'll post the links to all of those in the description box down below, and I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.